We're following a developing story in New Orleans. Zion Williamson has missed the entire season due to a foot injury. And over the weekend on TNT, new teammate CJ McCollum said he had yet to talk to Zion since he was traded a couple weeks ago. According to NBA Today and Malika Andrews, CJ and Zion have since spoken. Zion's former teammate JJ Redick today.
Like, this just shows a complete lack of investment in your team, in the organization, in the city. I get that he's hurt and away from the team, but you just traded for one of the 50 best players in the league, a guy that's supposed to be paired with you. Reach out and say hello. This is a pattern of behavior with Zion that we are seeing again and again. And look, I was his teammate. I can describe him as a detached teammate. That is an accurate statement. This is basic level of humanity being a teammate. Send a text to a guy when he gets traded to your team. That is just normal behavior. That's the bar minimum that you have to do.
NBA reporter Brian Windhorst joining us now with much more on this story. Wendy, where do things stand right now between the Pelicans and Zion?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you can just say that they're distant, both literally and figuratively. You know, he left the team in early January to go deal with this injury on his own, and he's just not been around. Now, for months, the Pelicans gave regular updates on Zion. They have stopped doing that. They have said nothing officially on him in weeks, and Zion's camp has been very careful to shut down information coming out. So there's a lot of little bits of information. There's a lot of speculation. So we really just have to pay attention to actions. Now, in 2019 on lottery night, I remember this video very, very well. This was what was happened in the Pelicans sales department when they won the lottery. This is an awesome piece of video. I loved it at the time. I still remember it today. And it indicated how big of a deal it was to get a player like Zion Williamson in a place like New Orleans where they needed so much help as they moved on from Anthony Davis. And here we have this week, as the same people, the sales department of the Pelicans, some of the same people who were celebrating in this amazing moment, sending out a season ticket email, pitching CJ McCollum, not even mentioning Zion Williamson's name. And I don't think, Kevin, this was done out of any sort of animus. I think they are just trying to be honest, and they just don't know what to say about Zion Williamson. I feel like that's where the whole Pelicans organization is right now.
That's, by the way, a fantastic contrast to what it was like just a few years ago to where we are right now and the messaging out there. And he still has a year and a half left on his rookie deal. So what does the future now hold for the former #1 overall pick, a guy that many believe was a generational talent here in New Orleans?
I still think he's a generational talent, and that's why I think the Pelicans are going to have a big choice sitting on their lap this summer, because at some point he will get over this foot injury. I don't know if it's going to be in time at all for this season, but they're going to have to decide on a contract extension. Now, this calls to mind somebody you know well, Kevin, Joel Embiid, who in his first 3 years in the NBA only played 31 games. But they were so excited in Philadelphia about Joel that they were able to do a contract extension that gave him security and protected the team. Several, like 20 or 30 million of that deal were non-guaranteed and had a bunch of triggers. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a similar type situation. I don't think the Pelicans want to move away from Zion, but because they don't really know where he is, it's very hard to predict what's going to happen.
And we see the numbers in that graphic underneath you. When he plays those 85 games, he's averaging nearly 26 points per game. So when he's on the floor and he's healthy, he's been an impact type of player. It's just a matter of staying healthy all season long. Wendy, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.